people ever noticed the picture that used to hang on the back wall. The board removed it now, but I took a photo of it. The first part states, quote, "Religion, morality, and knowledge being necessary to good government and the happiness of mankind, schools and the means of education shall forever be encouraged," unquote. I'd like this board's lawyer to tell everyone here where that quote is from. Well, we're all waiting to hear from you, Mr. Cava. What kind of lawyer doesn't know this? The quote is from the Michigan Constitution, Article 8, Section 1, where it lays out education in our state. Despite this constitutional provision, religion, morality, and knowledge were all removed from public schools. Religion isn't taught, and the Bible was excluded years ago. Morality is completely ignored, especially when elected officials, school staff, and you board members support gender confusion taught to young kids. Sexually graphic books in your school libraries, and display of pride flags that solely represent sexual orientations. Regarding the knowledge portion of the quote, standards were lowered and destructive ideologies pushed. And this board has ignored the abysmal proficiency scores, which continue to drop. This signifies knowledge is not a priority in this district. The second part in this picture states, quote, "It is the natural fundamental right of parents and legal guardians to determine and direct the care, teaching, and education of their children," unquote. Lawyer Cava, I don't expect you'll know where that quote is from either. It's MCL 380.10. Democrat politicians, the Michigan School Board, and this school board all want to deprive parents from involvement in their kids' education. They've even labeled parents as domestic terrorists for asking questions or expressing concerns. I have one final question. Can anyone on this board explain why you're ignoring the education parts of the Michigan Constitution and state laws?
You can stop it. Thank you. We're all set. Please sit down.
She's got 30 seconds. Be quiet.
Is this your first one?
I'm not surprised you couldn't answer, considering knowledge was removed from this district. A quote by Maximilian Robespierre states, "The secret of freedom lies in educating people, whereas the secret of tyranny is in keeping them ignorant," unquote. Time for this board to focus on fundamental education rather than destructive ideologies. Thank you.
The final question.
Leanne's the next speaker.
Leanne.
Why did this board hide the extensive destruction brought upon Dakota High School? Back on May 22nd, students tore apart bathrooms, destroyed the atrium and study area, and vandalized areas outside the school. The board wanted to sweep this under the rug and not press any charges against the students because Mr. Roberts wants people to believe Chippewa Valley schools are among the top in Michigan. The punishment Roberts chose was denying those kids going to prom, but he refunded their ticket money. No suspensions, no reparations, no accountability. Everything was hush-hush, and this district's taxpayers would unknowingly foot the repair bills. That is, until video of the crime circulated online. The board also hid the massive brawl that happened a few months ago outside that same school. The cases of discipline issues are getting more violent. It's just a matter of time before a school shooting occurs in this district if this board and superintendent don't get their acts together and take some firm stance against all of this. Unfortunately, this board is more concerned with ensuring kids are exposed to sexually graphic books and insisting LGBT students are marginalized. Are they really marginalized when this school district and our country regularly celebrates their entire community. June is Pride Month, October is LGBT History Month, November is Trans Awareness Month, March 31st is Transgender Day of Visibility, and the list goes on. In fact, there are 62 separate days and an additional 3 months in 1 year dedicated to LGBT recognition days. That's literally over 5 months out of a year celebrating LGBT people. Veterans only get 1 day, and Jesus gets 2 days, Easter and Christmas. Are LGBT people marginalized when they're afforded more rights and special protections like getting their gender surgeries paid for by taxpayers, biological men allowed in women's sports and bathrooms, and forcing everyone to use certain pronouns and chosen genders under penalty of law?
Oh, they don't like that.
Please, I let it go on for a while now. You're going.
Don't you celebrate Pride Month here?
You're going a little too far.
Do you allow pride flags?
You change the subject. I've let you talk on the subject long enough.
So here we are censoring again.
Second notice. Please change the
Pride
subject.
flags are everywhere, from classrooms to the White House. Pride rainbows are painted on streets. Defacing one is labeled a hate crime. However, leftists and LGBT people are allowed to burn the American flag, topple and deface statues they deem racist, hold college campuses hostage to their demands, and perpetrate other acts of violence
Keep going.
with zero
That's it. Sit
accountability.
down.
Nope.
Thomas
Thank you.
Sowell,
Sit
a
down.
black economist and philosopher, stated, quote, "When people
Third
get
notice.
used to
Would you please
preferential
leave the
treatment,
meeting?
equal treatment feels like discrimination," unquote.
Please leave the meeting.
You interrupted me.
She ain't going nowhere.
Further on the meeting.
Now you want to frog march me out because you don't like what I said.
Third notice, please leave the meeting.
Okay, I'm not worried about it. It's not going to bode well for this school district.
Thank you for leaving. Please leave the meeting.
She's working on it.
Going back room till she's ready.
No, you shouldn't have to leave.
Yeah, what was my crime?
What exactly did
You
you
had
do?
3 warnings, okay?
For what?
Would you please just further out?
Go to the next speaker.
You boarded for
If
talking
you
about
don't
Pride
celebrate Pride Month,
Oh, really? You're going to arrest her?
celebrate Pride Month.
I'd like to see this happen.
Please leave the meeting.
Can you just ask you to leave? Can you please leave, ma'am? Thank you.
Excuse me, the rest of you, please. Out of order.
You're good.
Frog march a mom and her child
phone us
out
up.
for speaking
Just
the
your
truth.
ma'am, please. Just
Oh,
leave.
please.
Okay, next speaker is Frederick Easton.
He's not gonna go in there. We're good. You guys are good. Trust me. I promise. Thank you. You're welcome.
You know, and
Listen,
they wanted a way to try
I
to
want
get
to
us
say
out.
it was 3. He gave you 3 warnings. But here's what he doesn't understand. They don't want. He goes, I don't want to arrest him. I just want to. So when the cop comes and tells you, man, please leave, just leave. Don't say no. You come to the next meeting, they can't kick you out. You know that.
Right.
So we're good.
I didn't say I wasn't leaving.
No.
They
if
don't
the
have
cop-
me on record saying
if-
I'm not
if-
leaving.
listen, if the-
And I
you
gathered my
You
stuff up
asked
to
me,
leave.
and I didn't. You know what? If that was me, I go, well, I'm not leaving. They could have handcuffed me, and I fuck that. But you see, when I speak, they don't say a word, nothing. He sat there and goes, they're telling me that I come from somewhere far. Who gives a fuck? Come on, let's leave. Listen, these guys are so far. Let's go. Come on.
There's no point. There's no point in staying. I
Yeah,
guess.
come
You can go back in there and.
Are you leaving or are you
Did
gonna?
you get the whole?
I got
thing?
the whole thing.
Okay.
I got the whole thing
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll
on
see
2
what
different
happens.
cameras, so it's live right now. I'm still live.
Go back in and see what else happens.
Oh, you got a bunch of fans in here looking. look at my feed. It's just exploding.
Are they saying
You got-
stuff
you got
about
John
me?
Park.
I can't read
Oh
it.
yeah, they got a bunch of people talking about it now.
Hey, you got me too?
Yeah,
Is
Send
that
it to me.
is that Facebook?
it's a live stream,
Live?
but I got my body cam.
Share it with me.
Huh?
Just
All right. Okay.
I'll look forward to seeing that. Are you gonna put it on YouTube or what?
Facebook,
Oh, okay.
and then I'll download it and put it on YouTube.
Okay. All right.
Is the sound leave? Are you leaving too?
Yeah. Get out of here, bro. If they say something to me, I'm gonna rap.
Okay. All right. I'll see you Sunday.